Hello, this is a recap of round 6 of the London Chess Classic, a game between Hans Niemann and Andrei Volokitin. And I know I butchered that name, but using my chess style Lichess setup, I want to take you through the round 6 game. So it won't be an in-depth analysis, but hopefully a quick one, and we'll just cover some key areas of the game. Let me know what you think of the chess layout, and please like, comment, subscribe. Thank you. So the game starts with e4, and we have e5, knight to f3, knight to c6, and bishop to b5. Knight f6, attacking the pawn, but we have a castle, so offering the pawn up, and the pawn is accepted, so knight captures e4, have a d4 pushing for a center control, knight retreats to d6, bishop captures c6, d captures c6, and then pawn captures e5, dx e5, knight f5, offering exchange of queens, and then queen takes, king takes, so Hans loses his castle right in this game, but with the queens off the board, should be safe, or so he thinks. h3, bishop to e7, knight c3, knight to h4, offers a knight trade, knight captures h4, bishop captures h4. So Hans has the bishop pair, but will have an uncastled king, but should be able to artificially castle if need be. White has center control with their e-pawn, and also space control. So let's see what happens. Bishop e3, developing, maybe thinking about swinging the a rook over. h5, going for a kingside attack. Got knight to e2, bringing some pieces over for defense. King e8, f3, bishop e7, probably redeveloping. g4, f5. So you see the evaluation bar, the engine calls a slight advantage for white. It says 0.7. So we have e captures f en passant, then g captures f6, knight f4, h captures g4, f captures g4. It was looking for a different move there. f5, which is considered inaccurate, almost blunder territory. So now white has a 1.6 advantage. Got rook a to e1, looking to open up some discovery pins, with the being on the same file as the black king and the bishop. King f7, well, not quite unpinning, but similar. Bishop to d4, rook d8, attacking the bishop. Rook captures e7, which is considered inaccurate. King captures, and then we have bishop c5 check. So right now the game's pretty even. King f7, g5. I'm going to try to push these outside connected pass pawns. Rook to g8. h4 protects. Bishop e6. King steps to f2 to get in the game. Rook to g6. Preparing to double up those rooks perhaps. Rook g1. Give the pawn a little extra protection. Rook a to g8. Doubling up. Rook e1. Double attacking the bishop, but it's double defended. Rook e8, adding additional defender. White is +2 currently. Rook g1, moving back. Rook e to g8, so maybe playing for a 3-fold repetition. Bishop to d4. Bishop to d5. Bishop to e5. b5. Now pushing the pawns. There's a 4 to 3 advantage, but with a double pawn as well. Bishop captures c7, and then not capturing a2, which could temporarily trap the pawn, but moves bishop to e4. Rook d1 on the open file. Bishop captures c2. White is now up 3.4 with that. Rook d7 check. King e8. Rook d8 check. King f7. Rook d7 check. King e8. So White's up 3.5, so maybe at this point you don't see the time, but Andrei is low on time, down to 3 minutes, and Hans has 43, so maybe he's repeating moves to pick up some time. Then he goes rook to d2, and then we have rook 6 to g7, bishop e5, rook h7, bishop f6, really locking down those king squares. Rook f8, and then we have a rook to d8 with check, and it was in this position that Hans resigned the game. White is currently +8 on the eval, so there's only one square for the king. The king cannot go to d7 because of the rook. It cannot go to e7 because of the bishop. So it only has one square. So the king's going to come here, and then let's see. Then we have a fork right here to take one rook and then control the queening square perhaps. Or let's just turn on the engine and see what it calls for. So the engine calls it mate in 12, and that is indeed what it calls for. It calls for this, giving up the bishop actually, and then rook takes with check, and sorry it glitched forward, but rook takes with check, and then you give up your other rook, but then now you're gaining a queen, and this game is over. So if we back it up a bit, see with this move, if the king comes here and check, the king can't go here or here. It can try this, but then you just lose this rook with check, so you don't have time to take this rook, and this rook's defended anyway, so you take this with check. King can't come here or here, can only step back, and so now you just take this rook with check, give this one up, and now you get a queen. So thanks for checking out this video. And sorry the names kind of went wonky because I switched to analysis. But thanks for checking out this video. Hopefully you enjoyed the game, and have a wonderful day.